Now let's try to solve another problem. So as you can see here, we don't have ratios again. So we're going to apply again these simple steps here. Number one is to find the LCD. So we find the LCD of x minus 5 and x. So we find the LCD or the LCM. Remember that LCD and LCM are same thing. This common denominator, this common multiple, same thing. So that's x minus 5 and x. So we want to express these two expressions here as product of their prime factors. So factor out x minus 5, we're going to factor that out. So that's x minus 5. X, that remains as x. So x minus 5, we just bring that down. And we bring down our x. So the common factor now, or the LCM, or the LCD now of x minus 5 and x is x times the quantity x minus 5. That will be our LCM or LCD. Step 2 is we multiply the equation, both sides of the equation, by the LCM. So we copy our equation, that is 1 minus 8 over x minus 5 is equal to 3 over x. So we multiply both sides by the LCM, which is x times x minus 5, x times x minus 5. Okay, now we simplify. So start with 1. Okay, distributive property. Remember, you have a subtraction there, so we just need to distribute this LCD here. So x times x minus 5 times 1 is the same thing. So that's x times x minus 5 minus, because that's minus. So x times x minus 5 times 8 over x minus 5. So your x minus 5 cancels out. Cancel out x minus 5. Now we're left with 8. With x and negative 8, or with 8. So what's x times 8? That's 8x. Is equal to, okay, now we solve the right side of the equation. So here we have x times x minus 5 times 3 over x. So we cancel out our x. And now we're left with 3 times the quantity x minus 5. Okay, now let's simplify this. Distributive property here again. So x times x, that is x squared. X minus 5, x times negative 5, that's negative 5x minus 8x is equal to 3 times x, that's 3x. Then 3 times negative 5, that's negative 15. Okay, so let's simplify this left side here. So we have x squared, negative 5x minus 8x, that's negative 13x, is equal to 3x minus 15. Now, if you try to see, we will end up with a quadratic equation. And what do you know about the quadratic equation? We always equate it to 0 so that we can factor it out. Because remember, if you have a quadratic equation, you will end up with factors. If you factor them out, then from those factors, you can get the two solutions or the values of x. So to do that, you want to transfer 3x and negative 15 to the left side. Why to the left side? Because you already have here a positive x squared. So to do that, let's transfer negative 3x first, or 3x, positive 3x, by subtracting negative 3x on both sides. And now you'll have x squared, that is negative 16x, is equal to, so that cancels out, negative 15. Now we transfer negative 15 on the other side, so we add 15 on both sides. So we have now x squared minus 16x plus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, now you want to factor out your negative 16x, your x squared minus 16x plus 15. So let's do the guess and check method. Okay, let's do the guess and check method. So you want factors of 15, okay, that will give you 16. Okay, Basically, that's 15 times 1 because 15 plus 1 is 16. So factor out your x, so you want 15 and 1. That's positive, so meaning these two factors here will have the same sign. So that's negative, so both will have a negative. So these are the factors now. So from the factors, you can get that the solution now will be, so x minus 1, just equate that to 0, then solve for x. So your x for the first factor is positive 1, and your x for the second factor is x will be positive 15. So these are the two solutions we got. Positive 1 and positive 15. Now let's do the checking. Let me just draw a line over here. So to do the checking, we just need to plug in our two values, which are positive 1 and positive 15. So we just plug that into our equation. Let me use first positive 1, x is equal to 1. Let's see if we're going to get same values on both sides. So we have here 1 minus 8 over, that is 1. So I just need to change x to 1. So 1 minus 5 is equal to 3 over 1. Simplify 1 minus, that will be 8 over negative 4 is equal to 3 over 1 is 3. Then 1 minus, what is 8 divided by negative 4? That will give us negative, okay, negative 2 is equal to 3. So what is 1 minus negative 2? So negative, negative, that will be positive, positive 2. So that will give us 3 is equal to 3. So x equals 1 is a solution of this rational equation here. Now let's try the second one, which is x is equal to 15. So let's try that out. Again, we plug in. So we have 1 minus 8 over 15 minus 5, which is equal to 3 over 15. Now let's simplify. So we have here 1 minus 8 over, what is 15 minus 5? That is 10. Is equal to 3 over 15. Now, how do we do this? That's 1. So we just need to get the same denominator here. So 1, we can change 1 into the fraction form, wherein we have a denominator of 10, and that is 10 over 10 minus 8 over 10, which is equal to 3 over 15. Now let's further simplify this. 10 minus 8, that will give us 2 over 10. Now 3 over 15, we can simplify that. Both are divisible by 3. So we divide both sides by 3. I mean both numerators and denominator by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now 2 over 10, we can also simplify that. Divisible, both are divisible by 2. So divided by 2 divided by 2. And that will give us 1 over 5, or 1/5. So we got the same value on both sides. So meaning x equals 15 is also a solution of the given rational equation.